honestly speaking, my question is, where's the world going to? What have we turned social media into, and what are we turning conversations and just live relevance into? No, what I mean, how did we get here? How exactly did we get here? My name is Sejno. Welcome to my channel. If you're a returning watcher, thank you so much. If you're new here, you would definitely have a reason to come back. And I'm telling you and promise you that at the end of this video, you see a reason to subscribe, share, and of course also share your comments, because the conversation is not complete without you. This whole tattooing thing, the tattooing, the name, trademarking, and everything that is going on social media is what I want to address here. And you see, I'm not so concerned about the parties involved, because it can be one party today, tomorrow it can be another party. Whether one lady asked her fans in an implied manner to tattoo their names, and then the fan tattooed, and then the lady now went back to say, oh, why did you do it? Or whether one lady did not say so, whether she went to trademark a name or not, we are here to really speak about the issue, not even the persons involved. Because the truth is, nowadays the persons involved usually change. Like, they change that fast. Today is this person, tomorrow is another person. I want to start especially with, I think everything will be folded together, and that's how it's going to be weaved in together. I'm going to tie all the conversation together, concerning the tattoo, concerning the name, especially the one that has been causing a lot of fights, boss lady, trademarking names or not trademarking names. First of all, I understand when a certain person or certain people try to come up with a name in this day of social media, when you want to try and come up with a name that maybe wants to, a name that you want the world to perceive you as, okay? Because we are in that age where people are trying so hard to make the world perceive them in the certain manner, even though they are not those people. That I'm not even talking about the parties involved alone in this particular drama. I'm talking about generally. We're in that age where a lot of people are trying so hard to be perceived in a certain manner. They will do that with names, with clothes. So today it can be names, tomorrow it will be clothes, next tomorrow it will be something else, with just different things to make them being perceived in a particular manner. And when it looks like that perception identity is being tampered with, there's a lot of things that comes after it. And this is some of the things we're seeing. But the drama about the name, the drama about a person, being annoyed, and people dragging each other. But I want to say this, and very importantly, please listen to me. If you craft out a name for yourself, and that name, you are able to leave it out, like you actually exude the relevance and the essence of that name, there are certain things that you will not need to dabble into to prove your points, because your essence is already living out that name. Do you get what I'm saying? Your essence is already living out the name that has been created for yourself. And that is why names should really be given out of revelation, not because, and when I mean out of revelation of the understanding of yourself, but or not because you want to try to be perceived in a certain manner. Because when name is given out of revelation, there is certain peace that comes with it, and also certain depths, because you know that you are not only trying to make people perceive you in that name, that is really who you are living, that is who you are becoming, that is who you are at the very core. So for example, somebody gives themselves the name fruitful or fruitfulness as an example. Now It's not a name that is really exclusive to anybody. But if a person, I've seen people that rename themselves out of revelation of who they've seen their future to be. But if you give yourself the name fruitfulness and someone else also gives themselves the name fruitfulness, if you understand the why of why you gave yourself that name fruitfulness, and you know that you are living out that essence of what the fruitfulness is about, you will not be as busy chasing the other person who gave themselves fruitfulness or who did not give themselves fruitfulness, because there's already a certain depth that you are going to be living out as a result of the revelation of understanding that name that you carry. And it doesn't matter how many people bear that name. When you are called by that name, you know you would answer, and the people around you, your community, would also know, because they have seen the oneness that you have with that name. Today is not the first day and the first time in history that people are giving names, same names. It's not going to be the last that people are giving same names, whether it's Jade Sola, Inkiru, whatever. Today is not the first day, and today is not the first day, the first time that people are getting a boss lady, what again, the queen, whatever, all these other things. It's not the first time, but make I speak am for pidgin, no be by who name themselves that one, it's by who is actually living it out. So when I see fights going around names, we need to check closer at the identity. What really is happening? No, what exactly is happening? What is happening really? Why is there a fight, and why is there chaos, and why is there a trend? Why is it even trending in our world today about name and no name? Because it's a different thing if a person got your name, your surname, your middle name, and went to impersonate you. But you see, names that are literally names from the dictionary shouldn't be something that should cause a lot of chaos, because at the end of the day, those are general dictionary names that are there for people, for anybody to use. It's not about claiming. It's not about trying to claim it or fight over it. It's about who are you becoming on your inside. I'm not impressed about who you are becoming on your outside or who you are claiming to show us. A queen is not a queen because you said queen slain. A queen is a queen because of what she has to go through. My dearest friends and family watching this, the only queen that I can think of in my head right now when I think of queen in this day and age is Queen Elizabeth II at this time. Because if you follow through history, you will know the thing that the woman has been through and how she has ruled and phases and seasons she has been through, and the work and sacrifice she has had to put through in, basically ruling that particular kingdom, dynasty, and just moving different generations, having to walk through different generations and making sure that the dynasty does not collapse. When you go and sit down with history, it's not a matter of you flip one thing on social media. When you sit down with history and you understand, you will now say, okay, this is the definition of a queen. When you go back to history and you read the inauguration, the oath she had to take, she had to lay down her life to make sure certain things are happening in England. That's the summary. That's one of the summary of the oath she was taking. That she's not going to serve herself. She's not going to, she's going to be selfless. She promises. You need to go and watch it's on YouTube. She promises to give her best to her people. You see, this queen and not this boss lady and whatever not is being called that people just create for themselves and it's all about self. That is not even the essence of a name. If you know the essence of who a queen really is, we will stop using it. You will stop throwing it on the streets. So anybody can call themselves who they want to call themselves, please. But it's not a matter of what you call themselves. It's a matter of who are you exuding? Like I said, it doesn't matter. I've told you an example of the queen that I had. Another queen that we can have, so we can say Mother Teresa is a queen. So there are different people we can bestow the crown of queen, in quotes, on because of their selfless acts. It's not because you gave yourself that name. So name carries weight. When there's depth, there's meaning, and there's an essence and flow from the person's life assignment to what that name means. And that is why even if people in today's day and age bear the name Jesus, it doesn't carry the same depth like the Jesus, the Christ that came down on earth to die for us, save us for our sin, introduce the kingdom to us. It doesn't carry the depth. So if somebody comes and says, oh, my name is Jesus, oh, well and good. That is okay if the person wants to have that name. But is it the same as you know why the Jesus that we know, Jesus the Christ, is different from anybody that comes to say Jesus is my name? Is because of the sacrifice and the work and the connection of the work with his identity that he had to do, and the power and the relevance that his name has because of what it came to offer the world. So this is one part of an identity talk, and please, I want you to really think about this. Please, in this day and age where anybody goes to trademark, as long as they don't trademark your own name, like the name you have legally. If you want to have any name that you want people to call you, then go to courts. Go to court if you want to. Because apart from the fact that maybe a person trademarks a name, anybody can feel like, oh, I like that name, and use it to open a business name and want to be addressed by that name. So trademarking is not even the issue here. It's about, is it not a deeper issue of identity that we're trying to fight here really, but we are using name to cover it up? I want you to share your comments and your thoughts about this, because it's really worrisome. I want you to share your comments and your thoughts about it. Please share concerning this whole name thing. What other things? What other comments? What are your thoughts about it, you personally? Then just to the tattoo, the whole tattoo saga that has been going on. It still boils down to identity. You see, if you are not grounded and if you don't build on your groundedness, you're going to be messed up in this generation. And that is why we've seen a lot of increase in suicide rates, is because just like the foundation of a house, just like a house that is going to last need a very solid and lasting foundation, human lives are beginning to lack a very grounded foundation, and it is affecting people. So when you don't have a foundation, you are shaky, and when you are shaky at any point in time, you can be blown away by the wind. For some people, it's suicide. For some people, they go into lifestyles that cannot make them their true word of God selves, that cannot make them their true selves that they've been created to become by the Creator. So my advice to you will be, stop using external things to validate emptiness on the inside. I will say it again. Stop using external things to try to validate things that are currently lacking on your inside. One of the best way you can do that is to be sincere and honest with yourself. I have an approval addiction from people. This is the truth about me. I need help. I'm going to go into Sage Nail's DM. I will contact her for therapy so I can become better. Be honest about the challenges that you have on the inside, because the external things will never be able to validate it for you. Whether you draw tattoo because you want a celebrity to endorse you, or you draw tattoo because you want somebody to sponsor you, these things don't matter, and those things are not full and they are not lasting. So they will be fleeting and they will feel like they make you feel good. You would then now want to build on them, and you will see that it's just thread. It's nothing. You can't hang on to it. or what's up is cobwebs. You can't hang on to it. You know why you can't hang on to it? It was never solid. Maybe a person liked, commented because you tattooed their name, gave you money, whatnot. So what next after that? How are you going to feed your next approval addiction? Because for you now it has been fed. So what's the next plan? How are you going to feed it? So is that how you're going to keep living on the roller coaster of emotions and the roller coaster of waiting and desiring people to approve and stamp of you? Whether it's name, whether it's tattoo, whether it's whatever the case may be, because in this day and age there's nothing that doesn't come up on a daily basis. I want you to please think about what I've said. A lot of these things come out of a place of dishonesty with what is going on your inside. Think about what I've said and seek help for the things that you're like. Everybody is growing. So it's when you say seek help, it's not a matter of, seek help for some people. Me, I'm okay. Shouting that you're a boss with depression on the inside of you, or with hurt and unforgiveness, doesn't make you a boss. A true boss is someone that will stoop to conquer. A true boss is someone that works in humility. A true boss is someone that will forgive. A true boss is someone that will kind. That is kind. It's not about shouting. Many times we just shout a lot of king, queen. So those are not the things. So when you're king and I talk to you, how do you talk back to people? I'm the best, I'm the first. Okay, you are the best, you are the first. What is your attitude smelling of? On this channel, just like you've seen and you've heard, we analyze life issues, cultural issues, national, world issues, and relationship and marriage, drawing out the lessons and using it to move our lives forward. We're not just here to talk, but we're here to draw out the lessons, just like we've done in this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please do well to subscribe and then share it to at least 2 more people that should learn from this. Okay, when you put on your notification, you will be the first to know when I have a new video. My name is Saga. I'm a professional counselor, therapist, and I'm also certified. Do well to check the description below this video to see things and resources that will be useful for you and you can immediately begin to use. Okay, I would see you in my next video. Thank you so much for taking out time to watch this video. I will see you in my next video, but you can see me in my previous videos that you may have missed and you will definitely benefit from. Thank you so much again and see you very soon.